Hello, and welcome to Heaven's Vault. Sure love the very distinct color banding over here. I'm not sure what's going on with that. This is a game that I've been wanting to play for a very long time, and yet I ended up playing Inkle's more recent game, A Highland Song, before this one, because LP slots were taken up for a long time, but stream slots are more open, I suppose. And I'm not even really sure if this is a good fit for a Let's Play in the first place, nor if it's a good fit for streams. I have no idea. Maybe this game is better suited to just, like, playing silently and piecing things together. I don't know. As far as I know, this game is about, like, archaeology and history and deciphering ancient languages and stuff like that. And it just sounds very interesting. I like the style of it, but I don't know. I don't know anything else beyond that, so I guess we'll just jump in, and I don't know if we should start game, or if we should start game. Not sure what the point is right there. I did notice while testing the recording that it's got kind of a Walking Dead style dialogue system, where you have to, like, talk fairly quickly, or you might miss out.
Stories don't have tidy beginnings. The past is always present.
It is voiced, but not fully voiced. There's, like, a few things. A few voice lines here and there.
But there has to be a spark. Something that brings the past to light.
I also don't know why our main character doesn't have feet. Please climb carefully. Yeah, there you go. It's, you worry too much, it's not much further, or careful you don't roll backwards. It's not much further, I guess. If I had waited too long there, wouldn't have been able to say anything. One last corner. But I'm not sure if they were just, like, were almost too lazy to make feet, or what's going on with that. No clue. At the top. Take a moment to rest before you walk, mistress, please. So, we're regenerating health, or whatever. If I walk, then I'm really slow. I don't know why I just suddenly died. Even though she seemed to be doing fine, and now I can walk again. It does seem like there's a lot of, like, dialogue depending on what you do, and things like that. We can't, like, run or anything right now. If I walk over here, can we slide down? This is the summit. This is as far as the path goes. Yeah, immediately one thing that I'm not a huge fan of is the fact that all the dialogue seems to be... Oh. Nope. Seems to be auto-scrolling, and it's like you can change the text speed in the settings, but it's still very quick. Like, even at the lowest text speed, it really only mainly affects how fast the words appear in the sentences, and then it still, like, vanishes fairly quickly. So, not a huge fan of that when you need to read things out loud, but hopefully I'll get used to it and I can tailor the, like, text speed setting to work out. A bricked up opening. A bricked up opening. There is something here. Oh, now we kind of have feet to keep people out, do you think? Or to keep something in? There's something written here. You can either click or press space. There's something written here. Ancient script. This must have been cut in when the mortar was still wet. But I think I can read it. And I'm not sure if we need to, like, learn how to decipher things like this, but apparently this says Heaven's Vault. I guess. I don't know how that makes sense. So it doesn't seem to just be a normal, like, substitution cipher, but I don't know, we'll see. We'll see what we need to do. The University of Iox, some weeks earlier.
My story begins on Iox,
feet gone again.
That was where I met the robot.
It's a very strange Mistress Aliyah? I don't know how her name would be pronounced. Mistress Aliyah Elasra? I've been waiting for you. I've been asked to escort you to Professor Miari. She's very anxious for your arrival. Professor Miari wants me back on Iox, so I did see this as well. There's a massive timeline thing that seems very extensive, so hopefully I'm not getting thrown out of the university. So how this works, as far as I understand, is we have like everything that has ever happened in the history of mankind, or something, or at least as far as the game is concerned. I don't know how far you can go here. Oh my god, you can keep going. Oh, you can hold A as well. So we can go hundreds of thousands of years ago. Where's the Big Bang? That's gonna take a little while. Okay, let's maybe not go all the way there. So if we go to now... Oh, yeah, this was a mistake. Okay, there we go. Now we're back. So, we got all of the events here, and I don't know if I should, like, bother to read this right now, but yeah, we have, like, the crown of Iox was forged. Maybe. According to legend, it was made for the first Empress herself in Iox. And then you have these being, like, the sort of things it pertains to, the, like, subjects or labels. So this also has something to do with, or at the same time has something to do with emperors, and also the Holy Empire, and the Empress, and Iox. And if we click, like, the Empress, then this is the only thing that relates to the Empress. But if we click the Holy Empire, then it actually, like, shows a bunch of things on the timeline. So the Holy Empire, the Holy Ioxian Empire, based out of the Imperial Palace, and ruled by a deified emperor. Okay? Like 650 years... What is this, BC or AD? I guess it's... Stop? I guess that's BC, right? No? Yes, it's just like to now, but we don't know when now is. No clue. Maybe there is no, like, BC AD kind of thing here. So yeah. Whatever Professor Miari wants to tell me is so urgent, she sent a robot to stop me getting lost. I get my third robot, but there were definitely problems with this one. Not sure if I'm gonna be reading all of these right now, so let's jump out for now, but that's the timeline. Who are you? You could see it fading out there. I almost, like, missed that. I'm a robot mistress, as is apparent. This way. Do you have a name, robot? Is that intended to be a joke, mistress? No? Robots do not have names. We are, as I understand it, interchangeable. I've known a few robots. They're all a little different. How kind of you to say so, mistress. Did she say what she wanted? Yes. She said she wanted you. This way. You should know that the professor's urgency was remarkable. So over there's the professor. Then there's, like, we can either question or reply. So I can reply here. It's a bit of a strange system here. Maybe we should keep her waiting. Don't want her making a habit of impatience. I cannot recommend that course, mistress. So now we can either reply with a question mark, or reply, like, with a statement, I guess. It's kind of strange. So let's do a question mark. Have I got a promotion? With respect, mistress, I think that is most unlikely. Now we can question again. Why is Miari's room so far from everything? I imagine she enjoys her view of the tree, mistress. I'm sure it is most pleasing to her. That's it. Let's look at her. Look at her. She looks like a tiger in a cage. A most curious analogy, mistress. You understand I will be required to report it. Required to? Of course. Professor Miari is my primary user, mistress. Nevertheless, I will try to sugarcoat your opinion. Okay, let's do this one. I don't know why the reply R1 popped up first. Great, good to know you got my back. Shall we proceed? No. The Tree of Knowledge. Or so they call it. Each branch grows more branches. Yep, that's generally what a tree does. So tree planted on Iox, the tree is still there. The whole university centers around it. So if we do this, just updated. Yeah, that's it. We can't, like, see anything related to the tree. Until you finally reach the sun. What? Did I miss something? Wherever that is. Now it's a remark. I went outside the university grounds once, exploring. This is a very beautiful moon. What? You can tell it was once lush, fertile. There must have been huge forests, lakes, rivers. Are we on a moon, are you saying? They're all but dry now. I am confused already. Question reply. You've not been outside? No. I mean, I guess we have, like, sentient robots, so yeah, it would be the future. So I guess we live on a moon? Let's go. Alia! Get into my office this instant! Very grumpy face. Professor, is that you? Get in here, I'll tell the dockers to slash the ropes on your precious ship. Apologies for shouting, mistress. I must replicate tonal patterns when delivering messages. Question reply? Do you think she would do it? Cut the nightingale adrift? She would like me to impress on you the idea that she would. That is a no. What do you think of the sculpture? It has a pleasing balance to it. She has a lot of self-control in there, not turning around even a single time. Worth the time it took to make, do you think? When there are people on Elboreth who don't eat, are your own exploits worth the time they take, mistress? Should we not be making history rather than reviewing it? Wow. Rude. If you don't know history, you can't understand people. You can starve them or oppress them, but you won't understand them. Okay, no comment on that. What if we go elsewhere? Can't go in there. I'm not sure what's up with the, like, ghosts every time you freeze. I guess because this is a flashback? If that's supposed to, like, indicate that? Not too sure. What was that down there? I can't go down. It's very weird looking water. And I think if you keep waiting, there's even more dialogue, but I guess we might as well, like, get going.
I was 15 when Miari rescued me from the slums of Elboreth and brought me here.
Can you say your own name too?
I'd never seen such luxury.
Luxury?
Or such kindness.
Okay, so we do like her, but I guess she kind of is a slave driver in a sense as well, and keeps us on our toes. It was on Iox that my tuition began in earnest. So she's like essentially a mentor figure, I guess.
I still don't know why.
Oh no, I should have like looked at that. Damn it. Professor Miari. Alia, there you are. Come in. Seems like a game that, like, you shouldn't really sweat every single detail about, like, missing one little thing, because it seems like there's just so many different things and different dialogue branches and things like that, so I guess just go with it, and maybe future playthroughs would be a thing to do at some point. We'll see. You want this robot to wait outside? She's gonna say no. And why would I want that? Thank you, Professor. It's good to see you again. Me or it? God, am I really gonna be a bitch? Okay, fine. Really, Alia? Don't be so uncouth. Did you bring me here to insult me? You're... okay, why is my main character an asshole? It's not my fault. Okay, tell me what you need. Everything is just very, like, abrupt, and... yeah. She's kind of rude. Very good. You're expert on history. Tell me what you make of this. It's a brooch. Yes, Alia. But I didn't summon you halfway across the nebula to tell me that. It's certainly old. Empire period. The device is the eagle and the sun, or eagle and sun. One of the scholars sent this brooch to me. Janikwi Remba? I don't know. Do you know him? Wait. Fashioning of eagle-shaped brooch. From the eagle and sun design, it is clearly an Empire period piece. Uh-huh. So, like, specifically... this is just the overall, like, span that we're looking at. So yeah, it's about, like, 500 years ago-ish. 483 years ago. I don't know. Very pinpoint. And if we press U, we can just see, like, the stuff that was updated. Okay. Did you know him? Oh, did? Look at the detail before I throw you out. Oh. I see them, ancient markings. I know they're a hobby of yours, Alia. But can you read them? Can I? Eagle wing brooch. I've never seen either of these groupings before, but the two words have some common elements, so they must have related meanings. Well? Friend? Holy? Holy Emperor? No? Like, friend and beloved? Beloved friend? No? I don't know. Would we know that? I guess? Beloved friend? Friend, beloved? But I'm only guessing. Yeah, I am guessing. Okay, interesting. We actually have to guess. Maybe just over time I have to, like, learn as a player what these things would symbolize and mean. Yeah, okay. This friend of yours. If he's in love with you, I'm not sure how I can help. My friend, Alia, has disappeared. He told me he was going to a moon called Myersey? I can't go hunting the nebula for missing people, Alia. But you can. That's what you do, isn't it? Find things? Okay, you can now visit Myersey. Myersey is a tiny rural moon. It's where Janikwi told Professor Jesus Christ, that's so fast! What the hell? Why is that so fast? Guess I'm not reading that out loud. Again, I fucking hate auto-scrolling text in games. Like, don't do that. Just don't do it. Do not have only auto-scrolling text, no manual advance in a game, and not have voice acting to actually read it out. It's just bad. You don't do that. It's very annoying. Like, I can't... if I just lower this even more, like, all the way down, then it's just, like, the words appearing are too slow. It's very annoying. Call him. So, call him. I can't. See? Like, and they still kind of disappear, like, relatively fast. Wherever he is on his own. So it just doesn't help. And yet, if you, like, max this out, they just disappear, like, instantly. So, yeah. That is something I very much do not like, and that is why part of me almost wonders if I should read things out loud at all, or if I should just read them to myself, because it's gonna be really hard to keep up, and, like, if I even stumble over a single word, it's like I'm gonna lose the entire sentence. That is very annoying to be so pressured all the time. So, not a fan of that aspect, just going into it, but everything else seems interesting so far. Not everyone is required to travel with a robot. I just don't understand why we can't have manually advancing text. What do I get in return? Alia, Janikui was my friend. Do you have any friends? Wow. Do you understand what the word means? But you still can't go yourself. Yeah, now she's mean, so I'm gonna be mean. You know, whenever you're away, I forget what a gutter rat you are. Love you too. You could have left me on Elbereth 15 years ago. Not sure if we need to check tab every single time. No, Alia. I couldn't. You look like you need a good rest. But that doesn't matter now. You will find Janikui. Janikui, I don't know. Now get out of my R5, you Elberethian rogue. And you're taking the robot with you. Come on, robot. We're not welcome here. You are not welcome, mistress. Thanks, robot. Will T inscriptions be seeing you, Alia? I annoyed Miari. Oh. Yeah, I guess that was my choice. It doesn't seem to matter how I treat her, she still puts up with me. But I mean, then again, pretty much none of those options were completely pleasant. It was like, the game was really pushing you into be an asshole. Or like very, very prickly. How do you feel that went, mistress? God, Jesus, fine. Yeah? Every option is just bad. It went fine. And will we go to Maersi, mistress? You heard her. Question? Do you know what Remba taught? Robotics, mistress. Did you ever talk to him? He interviewed me shortly after my activation. That memory is somewhat hazy, however. Why would it be hazy? You're a robot. What is he like, Renba? I could not judge him, mistress. The interview was largely technical. He was mostly concerned with ensuring my vision was in line with his expectations of gravity. Okay. Can't talk to the robot anymore. Oh. Should we go down, mistress? No. Okay. Go downstairs. Fine. Okay, I guess I was just going into the office before. Can I just say, Mistress Alia? It is wonderful to be accompanying you. Oh, yes? I'm gonna try to not be an asshole. But, like, 2 out of 3 options are always be an asshole. I find humans fascinating, and you are very different to most here. I've only recently been activated. I'm calling you 6. 6, mistress. I shall remember that. Oh. You know, I don't think I got the translation on this brooch quite right. Oh. Yeah? I mean, I didn't know what I was doing. The shape indicates it is an Empire piece, so I'd expect the inscription to reflect that. Oh, well. I thought since they said, like, oh, they would be similar in meaning. No, what? What? I didn't do anything. I did not press anything, and it just, like, headed out again. That was weird. Okay, is it just... Because I thought, like, yeah, friend and beloved are more similar, since they were similar words, than, like, holy emperor, but I guess that's the point, that, like, the emperor is holy, or something. Holy emperor, then? I think that's at least closer to it. Given another robot just now, I'm going to call this one 6. So if we do this, we can see I get my third robot. Do we have other ones? No? I want to, like, see only the robots. So we can't see anything earlier than the third one. 3 breaks down. Every robot I've owned has gone wrong or been lost, but 3 was worse than most. Yeah, that's okay. Might have needed a little bit of proofreading on a couple of these things. Oroi buys 3. I never told Mayari what happened to 3. Alright. But it didn't say, like, we got 4 and 5, and that's why we call this one 6. But, I don't know, maybe that'll be revealed later. So where did they find you, 6? Me, mistress? Like most robots on Iox. I was chipped carefully free from a concrete wall in the lower levels. 6 awakes on Iox. The robots on Iox were buried in the walls. Some can still be heard. Oh. So they're not like... Well, that's interesting. So, like, we are way in the future, I guess, but it's still like, we didn't make this technology. It was far in the past that they even made these extremely advanced robots. So you think of, like, oh, the ancient empire, you're thinking of, like, an ancient civilization, but maybe they were actually quite advanced. I don't know, we'll see. You were buried down there. Indeed. I understand it to be not uncommon to find robots that way. Can I help you? We occur, I'm told, like potatoes. Someone put you there. Most likely. I do not know. I cannot remember. You're sure you don't remember anything? From before you were buried? Nothing. I can barely recall my activation, mistress, and that was quite recent. Although I do remember that Renba was the one who activated me. Okay. I think I'm gonna have to... Jesus Christ, these NPCs are a little wonky. I'm gonna have to leave it off here, I suppose, and we'll just continue next time. But yeah, that's a very wordy intro. God, okay, stop. I'll read that later. I'm intrigued, but yeah, not a fan at all of the dialogue system being, like, very stressful, hard to read, and sometimes, like, very hard to understand what you're even doing when it's like, you either reply or you reply. Which reply is which reply? What are you gonna say? I don't know. I guess it's just like, it doesn't matter, really, or... I mean, it just reminds me of, like, the Fallout meme of saying, like, sarcastic, and then you're like, I'm going to fucking kick your dog and murder your family. And that's the sarcastic option. I don't know. We'll see how, like, annoying some dialogue options get when it's like, that is not what I want to say at all, but... Yeah, the writing is interesting, at least, so far. And I'm looking forward to figuring out what is actually happening with the timeline. So, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Let's take a really quick look at the settings menu, just to end it off. But otherwise, we'll continue next time. So, for settings, it's a pretty decent one. I have noticed a bug here, where, like, this keeps resetting to 60 Hz, even though it is 144. I go out, resume, and then go back into the settings, and it's just back to 60 Hz. Not sure what's happening with that, but otherwise we have mouse wheel sensitivity and mouse sensitivity. That's good. Text speed, which again, I really wish you could like toggle the automatic text advance so you could have more time for it. It's very frustrating not to have that. You have subtitles, thank God. I guess subtitles are specifically for when there's voice acting. And then, this is nice, we got sliders for like everything. Speech, music, UI, and SFX. That's always good. Some games think it's okay to just have like two, like one master and one music slider or something. I do not think that is enough. This is nice to see. So we'll see if I need to tweak anything, but there are no quality settings of any kind, and I did notice some like weird pop-in the intro cinematic and stuff, so you would think you could adjust something, but you can't. So yeah, fairly simple, but pretty neat. Thanks for watching again. I'll see you next time.